Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Ufuk Asgarlu's clinic. My name is Ali and today we have one of our patients who has just arrived from London. I would like to ask her a few questions. And hi, Sophie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Great. So first of all, I would like to ask you what helped you choose Dr. Ufuk as your performing surgeon?
I did quite a bit of research because I was wanting to, go for that raised brow look in the eyes. And I did a lot of research. I looked at a lot of websites. I looked into all the specs and I saw one of the top clinic websites. And then I sent a few consultation messages to a few of the doctors. And anyways, when I went for the consultation with Dr. Ufuk, they happened to be flying to London to do consultations in the DoubleTree Hotel in London. And that was pretty trusting because you're bringing your main team from Istanbul, Turkey, all the way to London just for the patients because of the high demand there. And so that put a lot of my trust into it. I think another main factor would be your social media portfolio and your image portfolio on your website. But I think, what the main factor, what I really, this felt right, I really went with my intuition and my gut. It was when I had my consultation in London. Just the team in general, they felt very professional. They knew they were confident in themselves, their abilities, their portfolio. It was in a professional consultation room and just the amenities and the hospitality in general. And they really took the lead and showed me what would be best for my desired result. And I don't know, I just felt really comfortable in that. And I've heard of Turkey's reputation with surgeries and doctors, so I really wanted to make sure I went for somebody who was really right. And
Great. So as a Londoner, how would you compare plastic surgeons in the UK and Turkey, mainly Dr. Ufuk, and in his field? I know there are great surgeons in the UK as well, and a lot of British people choose Turkey as their destination for plastic surgery. So how do you compare, as a person who has done a thorough research and compared these two?
I'd say London, their high-end surgeries is predominantly just in Harley Street in Marylebone, where that's where you go where if you want to get good surgery, good doctors and expertise done. But if I were to compare the two, my favorable would be Istanbul in Turkey because they've got more focus and into the industry, they've got more care, they're known for it, they've got a huge reputation, a great variety of doctors, whereas in London I find it is slightly more expensive, but it's not necessarily about the price, it's more about the quality of what you're getting in hospitality. If you're going to compare the doctors in London, they're just more, they skip the experience, they just get to the point they haven't really got that nice attitude where you feel this doctor really truly cares about me personally and that I'm going to be taken care of, whereas when you're welcome to Istanbul, you feel at home in the industry.
Okay. And recently we've been hearing saddening news in the UK media that don't go to Turkey, it is not safe. The mortality rate, for instance, in body surgeries, mainly liposuction or tummy tuck, is too high. And I want you to talk about your recommendations to people who choose a clinic in a place rather than their home country. What things they need to take into consideration while deciding where to go, because it's important for everyone and I can understand it. But what recommendations would you give to other people, mainly from the UK or from the rest of the world? I
feel as though as much as the media projects all of these horror stories in Turkey, doctors gone wrong, surgeries gone wrong, etc. They're not projecting their own country, so we don't know what the negativity is going on in the UK, and it could be 10 times worse for all that we know, but it's not advertised out there to the media because they're trying to bring you away from it. But obviously as Turkey, surgery tourism is an incredibly big thing, and there can be a problem when you're coming to decide your doctor. I'd say what a main factor would be do your research, do multiple website checks, but I'd say a big thing would be their Instagram portfolio. You can see their videos, who they've done with Dr. Ufuk. They've got an amazing portfolio, so it feels authentic because you can't really fake that level of, you know, expertise. So I'd say like your social media presence is a big thing too. See like how many surgeries they're doing. You can see the befores and afters. You could even go and message, you know, some of like the previous patients and, you know, see what their experience was. No, like just ask for as much information as possible, because like if they're an expert in the field, they're going to give it to you, even if you ask too many questions. Like for me, for instance, I'm always asking too many questions. I'm like, can you do this? But I feel like if they also organize everything for you. So I had like a package where like my hotel, I have airport transfers, I have a few transfers and hospital stay included in it. That is also like a green flag, because you know then you're not getting ripped off or anything. Yeah, just look at the doctor's reviews essentially as well. Look to see if there's any negative reviews or horror stories on them.
Okay.
I say those like the main things about it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. And I look forward to seeing your final result like in hopefully 4 to 5 weeks. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.